Hey guys, so I had this idea to do a real quick overview of how I do my mixing and routing in FL Studio because it's really easy and it took me a long time to kind of settle on this process, but now it's really obvious and I would really recommend that everyone do at least some kind of idea of this. So I have this really stupid thing. It was a cool beat, but then I just threw some vocals on it for the sake of example.
This is an example of me rapping, goddamn. I'm rapping on the beat, and you know I'm going ham.
Yeah, I don't know. But it has a vocal track, ad-lib track, and then I have, a sub 808, whatever you want to call it, and then drums. And so what I'm going to do first is I like to color code get everything routed to a mixer track. I color code the vocal mixer tracks. Let's do orange. I color code the percussion. And I don't include the 808 in the percussion because I have a separate section for melodic instruments, and those all get mixed together. Let's color those purple, why not? Then what I do is I take each section, and I take each section of mixer tracks, and I route all of those to their own mixer track. The master vocal mix bus, I route all the percussion to their own mixer track, and then I route Then I route all of the melodic sections to their own mixer track, and these all get their own, where's the multiband compressor? Maximus, that's what it's called. These all...
This is an example.
And I listen to these each individually. You want to make sure every ingredient sounds good. Swag. Ad-lib. Ad-lib. Swag. And then... you listen to them all, you listen to each individual group together.
This is an example of me rapping, goddamn. I'm rapping on the beat, and you know I'm going ham.
Do adjustments like that to taste, and then you do that with, the percussion bus. And then you do that with the melodic bus, just multiband compression, equalizing, stuff like that. And then, after all that, I take each of those routing buses and I route them to their own mixer track. And so this is I kind of see this as the pre-master. Like, this is what happens, this gets sent to the master, because then sometimes I like to, add sound effects and do just, add things that don't get affected by the master mixing chain. And when you have the master mixing chain be on the master, then, you can't really do... everything is beholden to that. So, I route everything here. Sometimes you can have any kind of bus you want. You can group up anything how you want. But the important idea is to group things up, based on, wanting to do the same thing to all of them. You want the drums to be glued together. You want the vocals to be glued together. You want your melodic instruments to be glued together. And then you want all of those groups of things to be glued together, and this is how you glue them together. Anyway, I hope that made sense.